What is up, YouTube? TradeModeJames here with Zone Trading Group. Guys, today in this video, we're going to go over Microvision's price action for the previous week that just happened, and we're going to talk about a few things and dig right into what I think is going to happen in the upcoming week. Before I do that, make sure you guys hit that like button, all right? Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell to get notified when I drop a video or I go live. Let's get it. All right. Let's get right into this. So we're going to start from the daily time frame and do some top-down analysis. All right. So basically, guys, after this retest here, down here at this demand zone, around 280, 261 to 280, we just jumped hard off of this really big bounce back here on February 24th. All right. And we got above the 50 SMA. Above the 200 SMA on the daily, mind you, which is awesome. It's super bullish. And back in this channel that we had created right here. All right. Now that we're back in the channel, all right, the next step for us on the daily time frame is getting above this little level of structure. I don't really want to call this a supply zone because it's kind of debatable if this is actually a supply zone or not, because I found this on the lower time frames here on the 1 hour. All right, but you know, I guess we could call it a supply zone. It does fit the criteria. But anyway, so daily time frame, guys, we did get above the supply zone. Okay, we came up to about 453, which was awesome. Yesterday was a good day. We had a really nice jump early morning and a pullback in the afternoon, and we got up close to that 458 line, which I said this is going to be a key level here in the short term. If we get above 458, you can see right here, guys, a big gap right here. Okay, so likely going to run up to about $5 if we get above 458. And I made kind of a prediction in my last video that we were going to surge to around $5 late this past week or early into the next week. And that's probably going to happen. I think that's going to happen. There's no action over here. There's just a big gap right here. So if we get above this level of structure at 458, we're likely running to $5, where we will probably find some resistance, okay, and maybe get a pullback back down to around 458. We'll have to wait and see. But right now, the daily time frame, it looks great, guys. All right, we basically came down to the 200 SMA and found some some support here on both candles. So 2 days in a row, we had a pullback down to this 200 SMA. And like I said, we found some nice support here. So we know that price wants to be above the 200 on the daily. That is very good. Also, the whole market was very bad last week for the most part, but mvis held up nicely. We ran, a couple percent one day, 8% the next, 10%. We were up 12, 13% on Friday, I think, or maybe it was Thursday. But that's neither here nor there. We were up in the green, all right? We've been in the green for weeks now, really. I mean, we've just been steadily making higher highs and higher lows on the daily time frame. And even though this daily candle right here is not too far away from these, it's still a higher high, okay? Technically, it's still a higher high. So that is the definition of, bullish movement, is when you're making higher highs and higher lows, regardless of the time frame. But on the higher time frames, it's much more it's a stronger signal when it's on a higher time frame. Okay, so basically that's what I see on the daily time frame. Our daily RSI here, let's look it out. Let's check it out. We're not even overbought yet, guys. All right, we're only at 58 on the RSI, 59 on the RSI. We still have some room to run up. So that's why I think we're likely going to surge up to around $5, where we, around $5, we're going to be overbought. Okay, so that's when we're probably likely going to get that pullback, and that's going to be around this level up here. Like I said, around $5 up to about 510. That's where we're likely going to get a pullback. Maybe like a shallow retracement, 20, I don't know, maybe 38% retracement, something like that. Maybe even a golden zone retracement, but we likely will get some pullback off that $5 surge. So RSI looks good. There's still some room there on the daily. Let's drop to the 4 hour and check it out. RSI is almost overbought on the 4 hour, right here about 65 on the RSI for the 4 hour. And the 4 hour is telling basically the same story here. I mean, we came back down for a pullback and found support at this trend line. That's really nice. I mean, the fact that we did come back down, and this has pretty much happened. This is exactly what I said was going to happen, that we would likely come up, test this 458 line, which we basically did, and come back down for a pullback and maybe find some support at the trend line. That's great, because what's that saying? That's saying that, okay, it wants to remain in this channel, and that this entire move here was basically just off news, okay? And that had nothing to do with the stock. This was when Ukraine thing was happening and all the crazy shit in the world. But, like I said, that was over dramatic, and we did make our way back up in the channel. We broke out. We moved to the upside, made a higher high, came back for a pullback, and found support where resistance once was. That is good. Okay, that's very good. So same situation on this time frame. I'm trying to do this real quick. 1 hour time frame. We ended on the 1 hour time frame in the green with a green candle. So I personally think that in the next couple days, we're going to get above that 458. All right. It's only 20 cents away. We've been moving 20 cents up and down every day for the last 2 weeks. So I can't imagine why we wouldn't be able to get over 458. We could find some resistance here because if we look to the left, we do have some, action up here. We have some resistance here at 458 in the past back in January. So we could find some resistance here. But I think that now that we're back in this channel, we're going to be making our way above that 458. And I'm still sticking with my prediction that we're going to surge to $5 early this upcoming week. And that's just what I think. So if you're in the options game, and this might be a really good time to scalp some options, you could probably scalp up to about $5 and then, get out for a nice little profit there. In fact, I might do that myself. I do have some open options right now. I think May 22nd, I believe. Some calls for May 22nd with I forget the strike. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I forgot what strike price it was, but they're in the green. I think I'm up about 40% on those. So those are looking nice. And everything just looks really good, guys. There's not much going on other than we're just back in the channel. We had the breakout over here back in January. Everything has been really nice since the beginning of the year. It really has. We've been looking really good. We broke out. We just created this new bull channel, and we've been holding up nicely considering what's going on in the world. So I'm happy with this. And, I think, like I said, as long as we keep making higher highs and higher lows on the higher time frames, we're going to be back up testing at 975 soon. Also, there's just a lot more positive outlook for the stock now that we're kind of trending to the upside again. Finally, after this huge 8-month downswing, it's been crazy, but we're finally kind of making our way back into the swing of things, making it back up towards this, area where the money is, right? Like we look at the chart, we know that the money's up here. All these lines you see on the screen are just levels of liquidity where sellers have stepped in probably and created liquidity in the market. So we know that the money's up here, and that's what the hedge funds and the banks are going to start targeting because that's what they did down here. I could do the same thing on the opposite side of the market and draw in these levels where there's liquidity from buyers all the way up here, right? There's liquidity all over the market. They've already targeted the liquidity on the bottom side. The only thing that would be left would be liquidity over here. And there's just not much left. So it makes sense. I mean, they really did take this thing all the way to the bottom. They took out everyone that had stop losses along the way down here. And I think that, a lot of people got wrecked here and got scared, but long-term, longevity of this stock is there. I think that, if you've done your DD on this thing, you know what we hold, you know what it can do. And you know that lidar in general, this whole sector this can spawn a huge, huge sector. And it could just be, we could be tapping into something that's worth so much money. I keep talking about this, but if you look at what airbags did to the automotive industry, once airbags became standardized and used in every single vehicle in the world, the airbag companies, the manufacturers blew up. They were trading at pennies, and they went from trading at pennies to $200-300 a share. So imagine what lidar can do, and it's got so many different uses. Airbag is that's a single use thing. An airbag is put in your steering wheel and on the passenger side to save you from a wreck. But lidar can be used with drones. It can be used with all kinds of stuff, automotive things. It can just be used in multiple different situations. So I think that if we're holding best in class lidar, I think that in the future we're going to be very happy with our investment, guys. I really do. I honestly believe that, and I think that 975 is. I keep talking about 975, but I need you guys to understand how important this level is in the stock. If I scroll back. Back here to, what is this, 2000, and you see this line going across the screen here, okay? It's been respected for over a decade. 2009, basically respected here, all right? 2008, respected. Early 2008, respected. And then even here back in 2006, respected. So 975 is a key level in this stock, guys. If we can get back up and start testing that again, and we break above 975, we really can run to a new ATH, okay? We really can, and I think that's going to happen soon. So that's really what's happened in the recent week for Microvision. We've just got back up in this channel. We basically are testing above the supply zone here. You can see how close we are, and we really need to. The next goal for us, guys, is to get above 458. That's going to be the next real level that we need to break through in order to, number one, make a new higher high, and number two, be up surging towards this $5 range, because there is a big gap right here in the screen, and there's no structure there, so there's no reason why we wouldn't just bust right through there. The next level of structure is $5 looking to the left. It is $5. So We might consolidate a little bit here. We might just kind of play around this area, you know, Monday or Tuesday, but I think sometime next week we're going to bust above 458. And I think, you know, one of those days, early in the morning, Thursday, Friday, maybe Wednesday, you just see us gap up to around, you know, somewhere close to this $5. So I'm very bullish on this stock right now, guys, especially after this huge 8-month dip. There's nowhere to really go but up. I guess we could consolidate, but it doesn't seem to be the case because we're just making higher highs and higher lows. You guys can see it plain as day on your screen, right? We have a high, we have a low, higher high, higher low. Basically a higher high, and then this dip from Ukraine happened, and we came off of that with some nice support and made a higher high. Then we made a higher low, and then we made a new higher high. So we're just making higher highs and higher lows, guys. I feel like I just said a riddle. I don't know. But we are making higher highs and higher lows in the higher time frame, and that is what we want to see coming off such a huge you know, dip to the downside. So that's all I have for you today, guys. I really wish I could make a longer video, but there's just not much more to talk about. I will be going live tomorrow morning, so, or is this Saturday? Oh, this is Saturday. I will be going live Monday morning, and I hope to see you all there. Make sure you guys hit the like button on this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to get notified when I drop a video or I go live, all right? Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a comment below. I actually want to see your guys' averages and how many shares that you have. Let's compare in the comments, all right? Peace and love from my end, y'all. TradeModeJames signing out. Peace.